Today I'm making a video talking about something that I see in this industry. Pretty common, especially with mechanics that have been doing this for a while. A lot of times they kind of lose track of the customer's best interest a lot of times. And it's not even something that's done intentionally. It's just something over time when you're working hard and you're looking at a machine that has problems, and you're just trying to repair this machine. You lose track of the that there's someone that owns this and how their finances are connected to it and the value of the vehicle and stuff like that, because that's not really what your primary objective is. You're just trying to fix this car. So a lot of times it's easy to quote $7,000 worth of repairs on a 1996 Audi, A6 or something, a very car that is not worth the amount of money in repairs that the vehicle actually needs. I mean, even if they're all legitimate things. I mean, old car like that, especially a car that's been neglected, you're going to need all your control arm bushings are going to be destroyed and all the suspension stuff, and the car's going to be rotted out and may have all kinds of mechanical issues. Who knows? But to the customer, if you're working on an old Volkswagen or something that's worth $1,000 and it needs tons and tons of repairs, and it's going to far exceed the value of the vehicle, I like to jot that down in my notes. I like to recommend that the customer doesn't fix the car. The customer sells the car, trades it in, donates it to who knows, just to get rid of it for their own good. We're in a position where we have a better understanding than the customer is going to have of how much work it would actually be to make this car right, and the rest of its lifespan, and as far as the prioritizing the repairs and stuff like that, we have a better understanding than they do. So they may not know, especially if they're not even into cars. Let's say it's a little old lady that doesn't really, is just trying to get around, and this car is dangerous and needs everything. It's worth nothing. It's an old car. It's in rough shape. Whatever. You're not gonna, it's a good idea to not advise her to have these repairs done. I mean, maybe just safety repairs in the meantime, but recommend to her that maybe she gets rid of it. It's okay to suggest that to customers, that maybe they should trade it in. It's not a big deal, and I almost feel like it's our responsibility, because if we don't tell them, then who else is gonna? And plus it helps build trust with the customer too. It'd be easy for me to try to just make as much money as I possibly could on a car that needs a lot of work, and take advantage of somebody not understanding the value of the car. It'd be very easy for me to do that, and that wouldn't be the right thing to do, in my opinion. So it's just something you have to kind of keep in mind, I think, sometimes, especially when you're working on older stuff. There's always an exception. I just did all kinds of repairs on a 2004 Volkswagen Jetta GLI that some guy had some sentimental value to him. We put over $6,000 in parts into this thing. It was actually quite a bit more than that. It got an engine and a bunch of suspension work and just tons and tons of stuff. It was almost a resto job, but the guy had the car when he was starting his business, and turned into he became a very successful man, and made a lot of money, and this car meant something to him, so he just wanted it back on the road again, and it was important to him, and he didn't care about the money. So we just we tried to make it as right as we could, and that's an exception. He understood and we made sure he understood that it was not a good idea. We wrote, "This is a bad idea." We let him know this is a bad idea to fix this car. This doesn't make any sense, and he was totally aware of that. He just wanted to do it anyways, which is a different thing altogether. But that's all. Just a quick video talking about something. So, thank you.